Hello everyone, welcome to Coding for Dev. In today's video, we can build a debound search box. This is a classical machine coding interview question in for React. So now the problem statement of this question, like you are required to build a simple React component called search box that allow user to search through a list and a username. Like the functional requirement, render an input box with a placeholder like search users. If the user type filter the list of usernames that include the type query case sensitive. This is like a case sensitive. So like any word that are in capital letter also are searched. Display matching result in a drop down list below the input. Clicking on a result should populate the input with the selected user and hide the result. Implement debound for the filtering logic only run 300 meter only run 300 millisecond after the user stop typing. So in this we use an array of string representing the usernames like any name like Elias, Bob, Charles, David. So like you show in example like typing AL show Elias name and typing A should show Elias, Charlie and David name. So now we go to VS Code to build this debound search box. This is a very classical question for React interviews. So watch full video till the end. So first we can create our React project using Vite. So we write the command npm create Vite @latest. Then under the folder. Now we select our framework is React and the language is JavaScript. Okay, now our package is created. Now install all packages using npm install. Now our boilerplate code is generated and the node module for installing. Now first we can remove the first we can run the code, then we can remove the unnecessary code that are given. So this our project setup is completely working. Now the remove the unnecessary styling or remove the app.js boilerplate also. Now use the rfc function. Then our project name is debounce search. Okay. And now we create a component. Okay. So create a components and the name of the components is searchbox.jsx. Then we use the rfc function, then the code. Now import this on the app.js. Now the name is searchbox, then import it, like finally import it. We can check it's working or not, like this is properly working. So now what should we do? Now we create a data json file where all the names are stored. So we create a folder named data. In data list there is a file data.js. In the file we can create component name users. We can write names like Alex, Charlie, David and Tom. Now export this users. Okay, we export it. Now import in app.js file. Okay, so we can import data, import users from data and data.js. Okay, now the data we can give transfer in the search box. So we can create a function name user and give it users. Okay, now we can open this. We can using props we can import the users in our search box. Okay, now import the users. Now we can create the input. In input text, the placeholder is search box. Search box. Okay, search here. Then the value are stored in query. We can create a state using use state hook. So we create const. So we can create the state in the search box. Okay, so const query and set query. Now we import the use state hook, and in initial value we can empty the query. Okay, now we can on click function. Then we write a function handle change. So we create the handle change function, const handle change. In handle change we take e and fed the query e dot target dot value. Okay, now our handle change function. Now we can create a one more state name filtered to store the old filter content. Like we can search the data automatically filtered. So we create a state name filtered. Filter. Now fed filtered and the state name use state. Okay, now this is a array. Okay, fed filtered. Okay, now import it. Now we write a condition for data. Okay, the condition is okay, filtered dot length is less than 0 and end filter dot map user and the user like this is for under the unordered list. Okay, so we rewrite this like this is the unordered list. We create a unordered list. Okay, now we use filtered dot map and the we pass the user and user. Okay, the users are filtered and they are showing. Okay, now set filter is working. Now we add the debouncing functionality on this code. Now we use the U effect hook for debouncing. We use the U effect hook if we create one more state, const debouncing query and query set debouncing query. Okay, and the U state the initial value of the query and then run it. Now use the U effect hook. So if debouncing query const result equal to users dot filter users like the value of the target set query value. The resulted value is the query. For user dot we apply the two lowercase function, then includes on this, then we debouncing query dot two lowercase. Two lowercase, then the function, then this is the result. Okay, now we can set filtered is equal to result else set filtered have array. Okay, so this is the debouncing logic and we can import the use effect hook also. Okay, now we use one more use effect hook for the timing, like we can show the result after 300 millisecond, so use another use effect hook. So we create a handler, host handler, So in handler, we set the timeout of the, like, we set the time out. Now we set the debouncing query to the query. Okay. Now the timing is 300 milliseconds. Now this return clear timeout. Like after the 300 milliseconds, they can return the timeout and pass the handler. And we add the values query. Okay, so now our code is like the completing stage. Like we can recap what we do on our code. First we create a file and we can create a component named search box. We create a data file, we import data and pass the data using prop drilling to the search box. And the search box we first create three states. First for query, second for the results, and third for the debouncing query. So we take the input, and when on the input click, we set the query, and the query go to the debouncing query. And when the result, the data are filtered and show to the user. Okay, now we can run this. So I think there is some issue in our code. So we check what's the error. The function name is onChange and the filter length greater than 0. Okay. Dot map. The use sector hook is correct. Pass the key. Now check the code. Okay, our code is working. Our code is working now. Like you can also do the styling also. Go app.js and style this. And display effects. Line item center. Flip direction. Column. Okay. So this is the styling. So there we show in alignment. So now we can search the name. So now our code is properly working. So this is the React machine code interview. You also can enhance this question yourself.